Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mint Flips, where I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller. And every 100 subscribers is a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure to subscribe so you have a chance to win. And guess what time it is? Subscriber giveaway time! I can't believe it. I haven't been making a lot of what sold videos, but I have to do a subscriber giveaway, so here we are. Classic what sold video. Let me see what number it is, because it's very close to even the next one. I was tempted to wait and just do double the prize, but it is the 3,300 subscriber subscriber giveaway. Only 20 subscribers till that next one, so it could be back-to-back videos with a giveaway. If you want to get entered, very easy. Be subscribed, like the video, leave a comment. Great sales weekend, 21 orders going out. Only 5 or 6 of them are non-boat parts. I'll pull all those, and like always, then I will pull all the boat parts and give a grand total on the boat parts profits, which just keeps going. Just keeps going. It's just so good. I found a box of parts that I had like tucked in my storage unit in like a weird spot, and it's like 35, 40 parts, and I went through about 10 of them. None of them were under $50. So if that whole box is like that, I'm over the 25 grand of listed value from that buy. I might not be able to start it now because of there being 21 orders, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes, how long this video ends up being. I think I'm going to try something new for what solds. I think I'm going to try to put out one a week, and I'm just going to do the hits. Like, best of what sold, week of, blah, blah, blah. Whatever week this is, February 20 something. What is today? February is almost over. February 26th. The week of February 26th, best of what sold, something like that, so I can still do what sold videos and still do a little more regular content like I used to, but not so much pressure on me to be churning out videos all the time. It's just, I love YouTube. I love doing the whole thing. It's just been life has just been so much easier now that I make less videos. That's just the truth of it. It made me depressed for a while, kicking back, but once that sadness of it went away, I realized that I was just trying to do too many things at once. And that's just kind of my vibe. But let's go ahead and start pulling orders. Oh, and this is cool. This one is in everybody's favorite location. A1A. And it is a Tour Edge hybrid golf club cover, and this actually sold once before to a viewer just because they wanted to throw me a tip and hear the classic A1A location for that one right there. My non-boat parts whole store sale, mostly whole store sale, is up to 23% off. So that was in a 23% off sale. Next up, D3 is a brass lidded ashtray. Very cool right here. I love selling brass. This would be in my definitely top 10, but maybe top 5 things I like to sell. Actually, those two right there are definitely my top 10 things I like to sell, which I've been saying I'm going to make that video for multiple years. So maybe I can get to that one. For that right there, $19 free shipping. Cost of goods on both of those, less than $1. Now that I'm getting close to the end of the boat parts, it's a rough calculation, but it's somewhere around 80 cents per unit on the boat parts. Just ridiculous. Next up, A5 is a Fisher-Price dinosaur. It is a pterodactyl, which I think I was a full-grown adult when I realized that pterodactyl starts with a P, and I was like, that is stupid. But this thing is cool. This, again, was in the sale. Because it's an even number, that means I took an offer, but I got that in a big lot of toys. I think it was a tote full of toys, and the whole tote, I think I paid 20 bucks for, so less than $1, and I got $10 free shipping. That's not ideal, and there is two sides of this coin. People will say, I've had someone say that I was ruining eBay, or people like me are ruining eBay because we sell things for under $15, and that we all should just decide that the base price for everything is more than $15, and then the consumer would have no choice. That is not free market capitalism. That is socialism, and would never happen in any type of sales. That just doesn't work. That just doesn't happen. That will never happen, can't happen. And I guess I will have something to talk about in this video. Even though reselling has a really great community, people make friendships through reselling, you start to recognize the local resellers in your area. If you watch YouTube videos or you have a YouTube channel, you start connecting with certain viewers or certain channels, and it becomes part of your overall business. I've said many times, you don't have coworkers, so those other people kind of become your coworkers. But there are no friends in business. That is silliness. It doesn't mean we're enemies. You can't run a business where you're trying to help someone else. That's not how business works. If you want to help them in their life, like a couple times I've done fundraiser type things to donate some money. That's different. That's helping. That's actually helping people. But in business, there are no friends. It's not a collective. It's not a group effort. You run your business at the highest level you can. I'll run my business at the highest level I can. And we are competitors in that sense. But in the sense like when you play sports, you can play against your rival team. And in that game, you are competitors. And you want to win and you want to destroy them. But when that game is over, you can talk about the game. You can talk about what you do. You have a common interest and a shared interest in something where you can come to a common ground and enjoy each other. But when it comes to game time, when it comes to business, not friends. Not friends at all. Money, business, separate, friends, acquaintances, over here. Separate those two things. They're not the same. And this is from someone who is here to help you do your business better. That doesn't hurt my business if I tell you the ways I do my business and you integrate those into yours and your business is better, because I am still confident in my abilities to still do it better. It should be competitive. We should be pushing each other, not trying to bring down the people that are going ahead. Don't try to bring down the top to you. You push you to catch up to them. Use that as motivation. I don't even know how I got on that tangent, but business is business. It's not rude. I'm not being a jerk or something here. It's just that is how business works. Business is cutthroat. Tough noodles. Next up, I don't know if it's a repeat buyer, like they bought one before, but they purchased two, so it could be a repeat buyer in this same order. It is Pop E2, one of these right here, Jasper Green Stone. Other one is D5, and they're the same color, but this one is green apple. It's like I think it's glass, and then it has silver. Any of the metal on these is silver. The pair of those, $10 for the one, $20 for the other, but I will get to combined shipping, which saves money, therefore makes more money, more money, more money. Next up, A4 is 4 water filter thingies, and this is one of those, I know it happens to everybody, but it's more like you buy a red Toyota and then all of a sudden you see red Toyotas everywhere. But I moved these. As you'll see, this shelf looks a little more cleared out. I rearranged this shelf and moved these, and then they sold, I don't know, a half hour later. It was kind of weird. I did take a significant offer. I got those in a Mikhail mystery box, so I paid less than $1. I got $19 plus shipping. Next up, it's a hat. It's a Rasta Colors hat. I don't know if it's a Rasta flag or something. It's got like a lion on it. I cannot wait till I get a chance to reorganize this garage and get things clean again for another day. And it's this one right here. Countered an offer. They offered me like $7. I won't sell the hats for less than $10 because it's not worth my time. And I put them in a box. I put all hats in a box. So under $10, I'm better off throwing it in my garage sale for 50 cents or $1 than accepting anything less. But I got that in a Mikhail mystery box, paid less than $1. Actually, you know what? That's a 50-50. Might have got it at a garage sale, might have got it in a Mikhail mystery box. Either way, I paid less than $1 because the garage sale where I might have got that at, I do remember paying 50 cents a hat. Next up is a card. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. I could not, but through the powers of movie magic, you won't know the difference. It is this Mike Piazza Ultra Pro Rookie of the Year card. I accepted an offer, $1.80 plus eBay standard envelope shipping. I went, when they sent me an offer like $1. I went and price comped. The next closest one was like $2. So I was like, okay, close enough, moving along. I would have paid a penny for that. Almost nothing. And then the last thing that's not a boat part, it is Bob Dylan, Nashville Skyline on record. Where are you at, Bobby? Here we go, upside down. There we go, Bob Dylan. Young Bob Dylan, looking like his son. What was his son's name from the Wallflowers? Was it Jacob? Jacob Dylan? No, I don't think that's right. Actually, that's kind of a, their song, The Difference. My youngest, Thea, she gloms on to just the most random songs, and that's one of them, The Difference. I'll catch her just walking around singing it. If I'm sitting at my computer, she's like, oh, let's listen to that one again. She connects with, there's no like interconnecting line of like, oh, it's this type of music she likes. She'll hear a song and she's like, yep, again, that one again. So if you haven't listened to the Wallflowers, The Difference, since 1999 or whenever it came out, give it a listen. It's a great song, which the Wallflowers were such a good band. But I think it was one of those things where Bob Dylan's son was already famous, already rich, just like wanted to be a musician, maybe wanted to take after his dad. And then eventually was like, yeah, I'm not going to tour for the rest of my life. I already have all the monies. Like I did my thing, had, I think a #1 album, because they had that song One Headlight, and that was a hit. Which I thought, please, chime in. Am I the only one? Because back in the day, to any youngsters who watch, which there ain't many, you just had to figure out the lyrics to a song. If you were lucky, like the insert for a cassette would have the lyrics in it. And any band that didn't do that, I was like, you're the worst. But beyond that, you just had to figure it out. Record it off the radio, rewind, repeat. And so the song, One Headlight, the title is One Headlight, but as a child, I thought he was saying with a wooden leg. Go back and listen to it. I'm not crazy, because it does sound like that, but the title is One Headlight. So maybe some logic, but you know, I was like 7 or something when the song came out. Give me a break. So I'll go ahead and get the boat parts and we'll get a total on that. All right, we got 4 thingamabobs for a total of $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. Oh, who's what's it? $10. A thingamajig, $19.20. A thingamabob, $7.14. This one sold and listed immediately. There probably was a save search. This was in that box I was talking about earlier. This dingle hopper, $80 plus shipping. A seal, $14.15. A whatchamacallit, $75. And then let's speed it up. This one, shocking. Look at this tiny, tiny little thing. $50. Yes. $50. $4. $3.25. $20. And $5. I was talking with my dad this morning. When I first started, for probably the first year plus, maybe longer than that, first couple years, if I, on a Monday morning, had 21 sales, that was going to be an entire day of packing. Like 6 hours. 5-6 hours. Because it would be DVD VCR combos and televisions like this and stereo units and glassware and all kinds of stuff. All of this would take me, if my computer was fast enough, because this thing's an antique, or maybe it's my internet speed, I don't know. I think it's the computer itself. But loading from page to page takes more than it should take. But if not, this would take me a half hour. And it'll probably still only take me an hour. And most of that time is because I go above and beyond. And even things like this that you cannot hurt, I still wrap in 1 loop of bubble wrap for some amount of protection, but mostly just for buyer appeal. So they know I'm taking care of their stuff. So that they know the next time they order it, they can trust me and they can come back. And specifically with this kind of stuff, because I have already 5 or 6 buyers of boat parts that keep coming back to me. And I don't foresee that stopping. But if you are in the market for bubble wrap, I haven't mentioned this in a long time, and this, yes, I do make a little bit of money off of it. But if you don't want to use my link and you don't want me to make money, I also don't care. It's still the best place to get your bubble wrap. And when I started, that was actually a struggle to find good bubble wrap, consistent bubble wrap, which that shouldn't be a thing, but yes, one roll to the next, they could be great, next one's trash, for cheap, or at least for a reasonable price, or compared to market, cheap. American Bubble Boy. That's where I get mine. The product is good, the prices are good, and the company's ownership and management is amazing. I'm talking, they get it. They know that what we do keeps them afloat. So they keep us happy in the best way. They do giveaways. Definitely people like me who shout them out and have affiliate links to get to the point. There's an affiliate link if you want to use that. I've never been disappointed, and I've been shocked by the delivery time, the delivery speed every single time, even though I expect it to be fast. And then if you're somebody like me, you get cool Christmas cards like this, which is just the most epic Christmas card ever. Fast forward, it is now my midweek shipping day, and actually sales have been fantastic since this weekend or Monday when I shipped. So let's go ahead and start pulling some orders. A quick hello from the star of the channel, Blackbeard. Say hello. You are dusty, dude. Dusty. Clean yourself. First thing going out, it's a book. It is Radiant Songs for Use in something. And it's not that I don't know how to read. It just gets cut off. And I think this is just an antique songbook. And that it is for that book right there. $22.79 free shipping. That was in some 20+% off sale. I don't know if that was a good deal or if maybe the sale brought it into the new market value. Calm down, buddy. But either way, cost of goods, $0. So that's my favorite. Next up, Pat 41, and the boat parts, I've been saying it for a while, but things have gotten sidetracked a few times, you know, different ordeals and what have you, and life and all that. So the boat parts should be wrapped up this next week. And when that happens, I will be back to listing patterns. And not because I'm like, oh, yay, let me list a bunch of patterns. It's because I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, and they're very easy to list. I can do it at my desk. I don't have to heat the garage for a long time. The cash flow I'm getting from the boat parts is so good that I can list some stuff that's not as good. It's not preferable. I don't want to be listing $9.99 patterns all day, but until the garage sale season comes back around, I can just do a lot of work without having to leave my desk. It's just efficiency over value. But either way, the patterns cost me, technically they weren't free, but I got so many of them for free that per pattern, probably like a penny, maybe 2 pennies. And for that one right there, $9.11 free shipping. And people will say, why would you even bother selling something this cheap? The profits on this is still like $4. I don't know why I wouldn't. If I had better stuff, yes, of course I would list the better stuff. But when you get down to, you know, the February, March, April area, unless you have stockpiled a bunch of stuff, which also is not a great idea, having something like this to get you through those last couple months till garage sale season starts again, I will do till the end of time. Next up, C4 is a lot of knitting needles. Now these I'm not excited about because I think they will be over length. No, I guess they probably won't. I'm going to pack these in a way that, not that I'm trying to like skimp, but I can't put those in a box. That's just not going to happen. I don't have a box that's that size. If I start putting in a box that is that length, it's going to be extra wide, and to resize it's going to take a bunch of extra time. So I'll just do a couple extra loops than I normally would of bubble wrap because it has points, and then the rigidity of each of them tightly packed together should save them from any like bending or any kind. But either way, $10.82 free shipping, and that's why I can't go further to a box. And some people would say, well, then don't sell that. Well, I didn't list it for $10.82. It has just come to the time to move it along, and so that's what I got for them. If it came to spring and these were still in my store, this is an item that would get pulled out and put in my garage sale. I would put this bundle out there, and if I got $1 for it in my garage sale, I would be better off than the $10.82 free shipping I'm getting. But it's not that time of year yet, so there it goes. Next up, it's a book. Grandma called it carnal. That sounds naughty. I don't know what that book's about, but it sounds like Grandma is talking about, because carnal activities, doesn't that mean like nighttime activities, like bedroom activities? Isn't that what that word means? I'm not sure. I would consider myself a bit of a linguist because I like big words, but that one, let me Google search it because the internet is at my at my fingers. Can't talk though. I had to last second run my father to the airport because it was very, very cold this morning, and my sister's car wouldn't start, so that screwed up my day. But yes, carnal, related to physical, especially sexual needs and activities. So, Grandma called it carnal. Ooh la la. And we got a lot of dongles and dingle hoppers today, so, and some really good ones. So we'll get to that at the end, as always. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm going to try doing like a full week best of, just a quick hits type of what sold video. I'm going to see how that goes. I don't know how that'll look when I edit it, whatever. And then at the end of this video, I will still add up the boat part profits because it is my favorite part at this point. Next up, it's a book. Apparently it's book season. Understanding Isaiah. And I've actually had a lot of interest in this book, maybe from the same buyer over the last couple weeks. And they just kept sending me offers of like $5. And yes, I'll sell things cheap, but I have to sell them at a profit. Cost of goods, $0. Pretty sure that came in the library I got from my father, so I think that's $0, but might have came in my Kyle mystery box, which means it's like 50 cents, 25 cents, but $9 free shipping. Of course, the books all go media mail. All right, some really good ones today. We got 2 dingle hoppers, 166.14, a hose, $65.99, a dipsy do, $4, a dipsy don't, $30.77, a flavonoid, $81.10. Look at this nothingness that's in this pack. $81.10 for something looks like you'd find it in a junk drawer. I love it. And then this that looks complicated and big and useful. Comes with a key. It's a key switch assembly. $19. 2 grommets for $5.60. This I listed yesterday, sold within seconds. I did take an offer, $70. I think it was listed like $85. A thingamabob, $128.35. $128.35. I paid $5.80 for all of it. There might be, maybe. There might be $5.80 here. No, because that was, let me do some quick math. Actually, let me finish what I'm doing. And then this one right here, $85. Yeah, rough math. This right here is more than $580. This, what I sold, this right here, pays for the whole lot. This thing is just printing money. I can't believe it. I honestly hope that the place I bought it from never watches my videos because it might bum them out because it's a lot. It's a lot. The other side of that though, okay? And this is the part where sellers, because I'm not trying to like dunk on them. Sellers to resellers, you know, like just the person trying to get rid of something to a reseller, they get caught up on the dollar value. This one's an extreme case, but say the item is $500, or say, better yet, say the lot of things is $500 worth of stuff, and they want $500 for it, or they want even $300 for it, but it's going to take me 16 hours just to list it all. Is that worth to make $200? No. If it's a lot of stuff for $500 and it's going to take me 2 days, I need to make $500. I need to make maybe if I got it for $100 and I'm gonna get it 500 and it takes me 2 days to list it all, that's okay. That's still not great, and that's the part they get hung up on. So I'm not like trying to dunk on these people for unloading this because I have spent multiple hundreds of hours. I don't know the total hours, but I've got this buy in like the last week of November, and right now it is February 29th. I know there's been some long pauses in there and some hang-ups and holiday season and all that kind of stuff. You know, over the holidays, I definitely am not putting in 40 hours a week. And, you know, kids being sick, those weeks, not 40 hours a week. Just, you know, you do what you can when you can. That's why for them, still might be a good deal. Because I showed up, packed it all up, took it out, and they had cash in their hand. They would have to pay an employee to do it. That's the difference. And that's where you have to know the other parts of what it's going to take you to list something when you're going to purchase a buy. The dollars you're going to make is not the end-all be-all. How long is it going to take you to list it? How long is it going to take you to pack it? How much of it is not going to sell? You should always, when you buy a large lot of something, assume a minimum of 10% will just never sell. I mean, or breakage, or scammy, thefty type stuff, or lost in the mail. Always assume a certain percentage is just gone already from day one. Or you go to list it and you didn't realize originally one of the things that you were looking at has like a tear or whatever. That's the kind of stuff that it takes you years to really click to. So be careful of that. random thought. Be careful of that when you're buying large lots, to include the amount of time and effort and even dollars on your own part it's going to take. Say you bought a lot of video game stuff and you end up having to buy, none of them came with cables, and you end up having to buy a bunch of cables. That kind of stuff. Just food for thought. Here's something that I recently discovered. It could have been a thing forever and I just never knew. It could be recent. I don't know. Most of my stuff I ships USPS. If the cheapest option is UPS or FedEx, but the difference is, you know, 10 cents, whatever, some amount of small change, so that I don't have to drive a couple extra miles or stop at another location, I'll just pay the extra money to only ship things USPS. But it may specifically be UPS Ground Saver, I think it's called, or UPS SurePost, I think they're the same service, just two different names. But the way you check and what you get to do is, if I will try to block out all the info that matters. Not that it really matters. Nobody's going to stalk this person because they bought a boat part from me. But if you look down here on this UPS label, you will see a USPS tracking number. So what that means is I take this UPS package and I chuck it in my bag of USPS deliveries and I drop it off the same location. Easy peasy. If this has been a thing for like ever, I'm really disappointed in myself, because the only reason I found out is by accident. My father, he had me package something up. I didn't tell him where it was going, and he just, out of habit, went to the post office, and I was like, yeah, that's a UPS package. And then when he went back to get it, they're like, oh no, it was the right label, we just sent it along. So, check. Save yourself some trips, save yourself some mileage. And if you know if that has been a recent thing or if it's been forever, let me know. Just for, I don't know, I'll feel worse about it, but just so I know. All right, so Friday's shipping day was only boat parts. I didn't bother filming it. Just a reminder, giveaway in this video, or get entered for the giveaway, subscriber giveaway in this video. Like the video, be subscribed, leave a comment. Let me know if you like this way of making a video. I don't know how long it's going to end up being, but I'm assuming it's going to be about the same amount of time as my old What Sold videos, just because most of the things I'm pulling, I'm not actually pulling on camera. But let's get a total on the boat part profits. Reminder, I paid $580 for the whole lot. That amount of money is already subtracted from this number. That's why I say profits, because I've already got that taken care of. I don't pass on my eBay shipping discount to the buyer, so that amount of money also roughly covers shipping, packaging, and stuff like that, and fees. So this number is pretty close to the actual profits I have made so far on this buy. It's good. We are at $5,316.77. Making that money. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Hey, little Pete. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let's go. I'm good at this.